Gail Craft.
Happy Monday, Kerri. How are you?
Well, I'm super excited to see you vibe in my colors. You're delighting in the joy of black.
Black is my favorite color. I used to be a brown person. Like, literally, I had my first apartment, my bedroom wall, I painted brown.
Like poop brown?
No, it's like a really rich chocolate brown.
Got you. Still reminds me of poop, but hey, to eat
No shit. No shit. And we're going to be so professional when we get together on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a party. Well, for everybody out there who is curious, who pressed play, we are here to talk about our event coming up this Saturday, January 11th, called Delight in the Joy of You. Gail,
yes.
Talk to me about this event.
What can I say? So you and I decided we were going to get together. Let's get together and share our expertise with people around joy. And we kind of broke that down because it's such a broad topic, right? But joy, love, laughter, lighten up, folks. It's time to really enjoy life and not let it get you down. So how did we do this? We broke it into 2 events. And Saturday, we're going to talk about permissions. And for me, permission blew my mind in 2023. I got it. I got it. Right. It's more than letting go. It's so, oh my God, it's so powerful. So I'm so excited to share that. And then in February, we're going to talk about connection. And that is after you've given yourself permission to let go of things, to explore things, to feel the feels, to whatever you give yourself permission to do, to then get in alignment. I have a friend of mine who calls it's being spiritually aligned, right? Completely aligned with your choices. And man, how can you make a bad choice when you're aligned with your values, with your heart, with your soul, and with joy and love?
It's so true.
Yes.
And the thing I love about what's coming up Saturday is we're really holding space for people, hopefully, to give themselves permission to be the messy human that they are. Because you can be in joy and still navigate the unexpected trials and tribulations of life, which I've been going through the past couple weeks myself. And yet there's this permission that I give myself to experience it through the lens of a child without this narrative and the story that makes it feel really, really hard. It's joyful and it's expanding of my mind, right? So I think for me, Saturday is something that if I had access to it when I was in my 20s and I was performing and I was producing at the pinnacle of leadership and things, I would have been led down a different trajectory, one that would have been more loving and compassionate of myself and all others at a much younger age.
It's interesting because I went through like an up and a down and an up and a down with this in my career. I started off as a leader, ridiculously successful. And why? Because I didn't apply for that job. I was invited in. I was invited into a messy situation from a leader who believed I was the one that could get them out of the mess. So with that belief in me, I felt I had permission to go full out. And I did. I turned that place around in less than 8 months. Before the year-end tax season, we had to spend money in order to watch our taxes. Completely different story. Why? Because I gave myself permission. I was given permission and therefore gave myself permission.
Yeah.
Right? And so I called myself during that phase and another amazing experience in corporate where I had the Midas touch. And it was all because when you give yourself permission, you believe you can do it.
Yep.
You believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And it happens.
And I think, keeping this short and sweet, guys, the reality is you first got to give yourself permission to give yourself permission to right, to give yourself that permission and to experience something different that maybe you haven't experienced before, whether it's curiosity, self-love, self-compassion, permission to be successful, permission to break family habits and ideologies. So I am super looking forward to seeing you guys in Braintree, Massachusetts, at the Show You Spark Studio, owned by the one and only Lindsay Height. And any other details you want to share?
You saw how we got on. We got on with play and with joy. Imagine learning and connecting with yourself through play and joy, because that's how we're going to approach it. It is not serious, yet it is, because it's so important to give yourself permission. Let this be the year that you give yourself permission and blow the doors off of 2025.
Yep.
Yes.
And blow the doors off of expectations of yourself and see what that does for your body, mind, and spirit.
Yes.
All right, guys. Until next time, Gail and I will catch you. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo!